This is a fun problem. uh, so in this version, uh, dolphins and squid and tortoises and fish even spawn above sea level as long as they're over an ocean. So that's something to keep in mind. Hello there, and welcome back to Monotonous Minecraft, episode 76. So I've been slowly building up my wall around the world. And over there, you can kind of see in the distance a village. So I went to check it out. And it is just a zombie village. So yeah, whatever. I'll probably still nose around some of the edges of the world, like if I see things off in the distance, even though I'm trying to like block it all out. I still haven't made my villages safe at all from the edges of the world that kind of fell off, so I'm kind of avoiding those. And recently, before last week's episode, we had a update to 1.14.2. I have no idea what was an update. I didn't notice anything different, so whatevs. Today we are going to be building a concept for a zero-tick farm, or for a quad zero-tick farm. It's not a four-tick farm. It's something I saw. He didn't say his name out loud, so I don't know how to say it, but I'm going to say Sudox or Sudoxy or Sudohe. I will link, obviously, his video down in the description. You can see he will do a step-by-step, which I will not do. I'm just going to gather some materials and get going. I don't know if I showed you this last time or not, but this was kind of funny to me. You know, I was watching things, so here's the hopeful trap. Oh, my thing got lost. So it's a it's a trident trap. Whoops. So if any mobs wander over here, maybe they'll get themselves killed, and I'll get loot. That's what's hopeful about it. I hope someone just kills himself. Basically, it was just a concept to make sure. That's the weird thing about Bedrock, and that's what it took me a second to realize what was different when I was watching the Truly Bedrock series. Like, you can push things that you couldn't push before. And that's what's going to break some of my farms. Like, I'm using furnaces as immovable blocks, but they're not immovable in this version. Oh, yeah. Also, since we're over here, I've just jumped around. I got halfway through explaining what I was doing and didn't get... So yeah, my mob farm is spawning mobs, but my iron golem was killed again, so... Yeah. This may just be a weird thing for a while. Anyway, going back to Sudoxa, the dude's video, we're going to do a farms for... It scares me every time. We're going to do farms for... zero-tick farms for bamboo, kelp, and the two things I can't think of. Cactus and sugarcane. And the reason I call it a concept is I'm going to build what he built, which is just without the sorting system. It's just going to dump into the same type of same storage, just to make sure that zero-tech works. It's Bedrock on PS4 now, so I'm assuming that everything is Bedrock and Bedrock adjacent. So I'm assuming it works. We'll see. You can see some of my wall shows up, but this part doesn't. That's all done. So we're going to test it out. I need to gather some materials. It's fairly cheap for doing what he built, which is just a 4 thing. I need more pistons than I have, so I better make some pistons. I don't know how many. I need some redstone. I need a lever. Some repeaters. Hoppers are always good. Definitely torch. And a bunch of other stuff I've forgotten. Water. I don't know. It's been one of those really organized builds. I'm going to go look up what the heck I need. I'm going to get what I need, and then let's jump back in. Oh, Oh, before we jump back in, another sidebar. Look at the position of where I am. Let me go to my center. 0, 63, 0. This world was not at 63 on the PS4 Legacy. It was at 64. They literally dropped my world by 1. Which is weird. And I don't know what repercussions that may have for a bunch of other stuff. So, yeah, that'll be fun. And maybe I'll look up what I talked about in my last video, because I've done a bunch of stuff in the last couple of weeks. I don't remember what it was. Like, I fixed my XP farm over there with the zombies. I haven't talked about that because I still need to fix the skeleton one. We'll do that one, if not this episode, maybe the next one or sometime soon. It's a real quick fix. No big deal whatsoever. It'll be harder with the skeletons, though, because they can shoot you from afar. Anyway, let me go get some stuff gathered, and we'll jump back in and start building this thing. Alright, so I think I gathered everything I need. It's hard to tell. I got my 4 plants. I knew I needed that. I'm going to need more water than a bucket, but it's fine. And some building materials and, yeah, signs to hold back water. I'm going to build just chunk by chunk, and we'll just check in as I'm doing it. For really step-by-step, go to that dude's video. I watched the end a couple of times. He doesn't say his name at all. I should watch another one of his videos just so I know the pronunciation. I probably won't. Alright, first segment's done. 0-tick pulsey thingy. Whee! It's very basic. Very loud. I'm glad there's a switch. I put the light block here because that's exactly where one of my torches was. And because now we can put redstone on top of these, it's really handy. So, yay. I'm not even sure if they meant that to happen, but like on the glass and everything, but I like it. It makes a lot easier to do things. So the next segment is going to be put some sand on here, get the actual farm bit started, and kind of hide all of this bit. So let me get that part done and check in again. Alright, so I've got the next part put in. I've got the sand towers here, the 3 pistons to break those 3 blocks like that, and then just a block there to get the cactus going. I have tested it. You can see that, look at the bamboo just flying off. I'm going to do all this bamboo. So yeah, the concept is already sound. Let's add all the extra bits and pieces so we can collect this properly, and then also, you know, put in the kelp and the sugarcane here. We need water around it to do that, which is why I haven't put those things in yet, because they won't. So let me get some of this more of this built up, and let's jump to that section. All right, next segment done. Got all the stuff in. This should be working. Let's see, we're getting the kelp. We're getting sugarcane. Or sugarcane. Give me some sugarcane. Oh, there was some sugarcane. Okay, cool. Now to I'll clean up the disaster I just created by throwing that stuff everywhere. And then some of this is going to be changed around. There's actually going to be a water stream down here to collect everything. And then some more water here so stuff doesn't collect in the back corner. Boy, that's some interesting glitchiness there. Waterlogged pistons. Alright, let me get that next bit done, and we'll check in. Oh my gosh, this stuff is everywhere! Okay. See you in a bit. Alright, here should be the completed farm. I haven't actually tested it yet. I thought I'd go crazy. For collection, I just did a stack of chests and hoppers. The switch had to be moved around to the side, so we click it on. We see things going crazy. These are just steps here so we can see things going crazy. And yeah, it looks like it's going good. The kelp grows a lot faster than I expected. Looks like we got a little bit of cactus stuck on there, but if you just notice, one popped, grew up, and threw the next one down, so I guess that helps. I'm looking at the hopper. How do I get to the... Okay, maybe this is not the best design. Hold on. Bink! Okay, now it's the best design. I'm not getting, looks like bamboo? What am I not getting? Oh, there's bamboo. Wow, the sugar cane just doesn't like to grow at all, does it? There's a little piece. Is the sugar cane stuck in there somewhere? What's going on here? Looks like the sugar cane's getting stuck. Probably put glass here to stop some of that. So yeah, I mean, we'll glass in this thing so it doesn't go crazy like it is. Maybe it looks a little bit better. And there we go. I kind of like it open. I like it open as possible, but the glass will help it kind of, whoops, kind of help me die. There's a little bit of sugarcane and all this stuff I've picked up. Ugh. Boy, the amount of kelp really flies through. Might just start bundling it up, throwing it into the super smelter and using it as a fuel source. Or, you know, just taking the kelp part off. Because the kelp part is the hardest part about this. So anyway, my plan, like I said, this is kind of a proof of concept. My plan really is to build this kind of thing with just bamboo to power different builds, like the one you can't see because of the fire station in the way. The fuel source for any kind of smelter. I do want to build a new smelter. I'm looking at the one that Foxy No-Tail builds, where it's the piston feed tape. Apparently we need to put walls up here. Piston feed tape for furnaces, because you can move furnaces around now. I don't like the way stuff is stopping there. That's too much stopping there. Alright, well, improvements can be made. This is a proof of concept. It is working. That's the important part. It's a little bit loud, but it has a switch, so that's kind of good. Remember to turn this off when you run. What I've kind of learned is that a lot of redstone problems that happen in Bedrock is when you have things built over a chunk boundary. I have no idea where my chunk boundaries are. I know that the only chunk I really know about is this one over here, the creeper farm that doesn't work at all right now. That is a one chunk farm that I cleared out. So I can base it off of this and count 16 out and measure it out and go everywhere. Or I could just use, you know, chunk base and figure that out too. But let's see. So a chunk is going to be like that. So it's 1, 2, 3. I'm doing it based on torches in case you can't tell. 4, 5. Yeah, it looks like I split it right over a chunk boundary. Because of course I did. Because this would be a chunk, and then the boundary would be right about this line here between this side and this side. So this is split between chunk boundaries. So if you unload the chunks while these things are, don't do that. While these things are running, that can cause your redstone to go crazy. I don't think it should matter with these basic components, but especially anything with an observer clock like that thing over there that, you know, is obviously super broken. No big deal. Yeah, I don't know. Just unload your redstone. Make sure you can turn everything off, which I don't have. A lot of my farms here aren't turn offable. I really need to figure out what's going on with that bamboo farm, because you can see it's growing crazy, but it's not running. I need to. Do I still have a switch? Cool shot, cool shot, cool shot. Let's jump over and see if I switch on that and just run it manually. I do not have a manual switch in this, but I'm wondering if I just open and close this. Let's see, it does trigger, but nothing happens. Because you can see that trying to move. Dang it! Does Bedrock have that bug we had before where flying machines can't break bamboo? I gotta look that up. What a pain. That might be it. Didn't even think about that. Alright, well, that'll be a problem for another day. Or maybe it won't. Maybe we'll just replace the whole thing with a zero-tick farm for bamboo and be done with it. Alright, now that that farm is built, let's fix up this skeleton, not spider, XP farm. The fun part here will be breaking in the right spot, which that wasn't. Oh good, I lost the thing. Can I... I cannot. I need to break in. It's on this side. I thought it was here because that's where that block was. And then I'm about to get shot. Like that. Basically, you just kill everyone. Yeah, you guys keep shooting each other. This is handy. Shot him in the butt. Okay. Now that we've got that cleared out, what we're gonna do is break this block, and that's a lot of arrows. And we're gonna take out the water, which because of the design I can stand here and do without washing myself down there. And it doesn't seem like it, but that one torch should be enough to hold that there. To make sure they don't spawn. If I be a little bit more careful, just throw one here. It'll be fine. Okay, so what we gotta do is... Not here, there. Because we have to break up this block. We break this, we break this. We wish that the connector was still good. We put that there. And that's all it is. Wait, no, that's not right. We put that here. And that's all it is. And I don't know why this works, because it seems like it wouldn't, but the water flushes them down here. They kind of get here, and then when they bump up, you know, when you step onto the thing, you rise up a little bit like that. And then they bump each other into the water column just like they used to. So that's all the fix is. As you can imagine, I was super happy that it was that quick. Put your water back. Go over here, wonder why there's a hole. Seriously. What is happening? I didn't create that hole, did I? Where did that hole come from? Okay, that was weird. That was very, very weird. I don't like weird. Weird means something goes wrong. Now, let's try this again. And you see they're all getting flushed down. Cool. Let me get rid of this and put this here. So I can break that and not get my booty shot. Okay. And we'll have that one block because apparently I lost another. Whatever. No, stop crouching. Now, if we go back around here, you know, I really like the glass I put in. I should put glass in while I had that off. If we wait here a few seconds, they should be spawning in and starting to drop down so we can then kill them for XP and bones and all the other stuff. And anymore, like, there's really no excuse for me just having this block here. There should be a hopper into a chest at least, if not some sort of crazy sorting system. But considering I use this mostly for XP farming, I don't think it matters that much. Let's hope it works. time lapse of the wait. Okay, that wasn't that long. Good. That was about 30 seconds. I'm like, it should be working. And there we go. XP farm fixed. Sweet. Alright, so if you've already had built the standard, old Java version of XP farm on your PS4 Legacy World, good news is it's a quick fix. There really is no bad news. I mean, it's still slow. I mean, that's it. Did I just... I just fell into my downward elevator. Every time. Why did I put them so close? Why? Okay. I blame that cow. Alright, let's run away from the village so the night doesn't come, drop on it, and kill all my villagers. Run away! Run away! If you don't know why I keep saying run away that way, then go out and watch some Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That's where I get that from. Anyway, as I run back to the dubious safety of my center of my world, I will bid you adieu. As always, why is there a giant hole here? No, that's not... Oh, hi, buddy. As always, like, comment, subscribe, jump over your sea turtles, don't jump onto them. I'll talk to everyone later.